You're listening to Polished Woman, only on LA Talk Radio.
Good afternoon, Polished Women. We are here once again for a special episode, and I have a very special guest. Yay! Okay, sites like YouTube and services like iTunes make it easy for us to listen to music. Ooh, music. I love music, by the way. But how many of us actually think about how that music is made? I'm not talking about the technical stuff, but instead about the musicians themselves and what they may go through in order to get their songs out for us to all enjoy. So my guest co-host for today, ladies and gentlemen, is the very talented and beautiful Kim Yarbrough. Did I, pronounce that right?
Yarbrough. It's
Yarbrough.
like bro.
Oh, Yarbrough. Okay. Yarbrough.
Yarbrough.
And our guest for today that we will be helping, she's just starting her career right now, is Kyla Jade Calove. Calove. Okay. Ooh, what is that?
Welcome.
Oh, welcome to our show. I love music. My whole family are obsessed with music, and I don't know. We just and rap is like the whole thing now. I don't know why. I have to turn off oh my God, this is too much. Like I would get mad at my 15-year-old, and why am I listening to this? It's too much for me.
Yeah.
So Kim, so how many people have recognized you from the season 2 of The Voice?
Yes.
Can you just briefly tell us about, the whole experience, and was this the point where you were really discovered, and or that really pushed you to do harder,
Well, I've always been very driven since I was a kid. Whatever this is in me, the creative thing that needs to get out drives me out of bed in the morning. So that was never any issue. Sometimes a little bit too driven, but
there's nothing wrong
need
with
to
that,
relax.
by the way. Yeah.
But being on The Voice was definitely a huge boost for my career. All of the seeds, this is the way I look at it, all of the seeds that I had been planting my whole life finally got a chance to sprout. It finally got some rain.
Wow.
And it was the ride of my life. And the producers kept asking me every time they'd film a segment or I'd get ready to go on the show to sing, are you nervous? Are you scared? And I'm like, no, but this is CeeLo. This is Christina Aguilera. This is a big opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know. I was born for this moment. I've been preparing my whole life. And when you watch the footage of me walking on stage for my blind audition, the last thing I say before I walk through the doors is, dress rehearsal's over, baby. It's over. It's time to, whatever you've cultivated, whatever you've planted, whatever you've done, now is the time to bring it. It's not time to be scared.
Yes.
It's time to bring it. So it was the ride of my life.
What age were you at when you really, you knew that I'm going to be a singer. This is what my talent is. This is what I want to pursue.
I was 26.
No. Isn't that too late? Okay. Because nowadays everyone has to start, a teenager, you have to be this and that, and everyone's saying, oh, you're too old for that. There's no such thing, right?
People are always going to say you're too old for something.
Okay.
Anything you
really
do,
good.
you're too old to work at Starbucks. You're too.
No, you're not.
No one can outline your life plan for you but you.
Wow.
You're never
That's amazing.
Dreams don't have expiration dates. I took that from my acting coach. Richard Lawson.
Oh, that's so good.
Dreams don't have expiration dates. I don't care what it is. And people who don't know will constantly tell you. If you're asking somebody in the business, excuse me, who's of a certain age, and they're out there doing it, they're not going to tell you you're too old. Because they're the same age or is older than you. But if you ask someone that's sitting on the couch watching those people, they're going to say what they've always heard, those buzz phrases, those buzzwords. Oh, yeah, she's too old. She's not in that range. She's not the ingenue. She's not the... Character actors and seasoned singers still get play.
Listen, okay, this is a very good advice, you guys. This is, it doesn't matter, even if you're 26, 30, 40, don't care. If, and who is this girl that won and she was like almost like a grandma. She won some, and then she became like a big star.
You're talking about Ronnie Martin on
No,
America's Got Talent?
There's another girl that she's like an old lady that she won America's Got Talent, I think.
Oh, her. She's, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 50 when I was on The Voice.
What?
Wow.
No. Wow, that's amazing.
That was 7 years ago.
Wow. See, guys, so don't believe what people say that, oh, you're too old for this. Maybe this is not the career you want. And she discovered her talent and her career at age 26.
26, yeah.
That is amazing. So do you have any question, Kyla, for her? I mean, because when did you know that singing is your passion? What age?
Well, I've been singing since I was 3 years old. My parents are in a band, so I grew up around music. My whole family is like musicians. I would say I was probably in middle school. Maybe I was 13 when I decided, oh, this is really something I really want to pursue.
Yeah.
And it's just, ever since then, I'm like, I can't stop. Like, it's the one thing that I'm always constantly going back to.
Have you started doing anything? Have you started auditioning? And, I want her to know, is joining a contest a good way to start a career in the business?
I wouldn't, it's where it falls in your life, really.
Okay.
I wouldn't look at it as a start or an ending or a beginning, like, oh my God, I've arrived now, it's the end. No. No, many times it's not. Sometimes it is, but everybody has a different path. So it's definitely something you should do if you can.
To give it a shot?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But don't look at it as a beginning, middle, or end of anything. It's just part of the journey and enjoy it.
Yes, I needed to hear that.
Yeah, good.
Do you think you're having a hard time right now?
Yeah, mainly because I don't know where to start branching off towards, and I can't really find a main, I guess, focus on what exactly I want to do. So that's the kind of
Or
struggle.
what genre?
What do you like?
Yeah.
I listen a lot of R&B, soul singing. I listen a lot of gospel too. I listen to a lot of different genres, though. I don't really have one that I don't like, but mainly just R&B.
Okay, so let me go
Do you have to have your main genre that you want to focus on instead of just doing a lot of things? Because you told me a while ago you can sing anything, like everything.
Yeah, I'm classically
think of,
trained. I took 4 years of opera,
What? Wait.
but I love R&B. That's like where my heart and soul is.
Yeah.
Yes, I can do gospel, and I'm prepared
Yeah.
to do any of it because I want to take any opportunity, any real opportunity that's offered to me. You don't just take anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to identify what you like,
Okay.
because that's going to be your authentic self, which people will gravitate to. If you're trying to be somebody else, audiences will sniff you out every time.
Wow.
They don't lie.
That's the hard thing. It's hard to be different from everybody else. You have to stand out and stick out.
You have to know. Look at Freddie Mercury.
Yep.
You have to know and own your uniqueness. But the second thing is, you have to notice, where do people want to pigeonhole you usually? Notice that. People, I look at myself, let's take the acting part of it, because I can relate it to singing. I moved out here thinking, oh, I'm going to be a comedian. I'm going to be like the Black Lucille Ball. I'm funny. And people don't want to put me in those roles. They look at me as like the hot, plus-size mama, sassy, and I'm like, really? Okay, I'd really prefer more intelligent comedy, but okay.
Okay.
If that's where you want
good, right?
Yeah, if
I
that's where you
know.
want to put me. So
Yeah.
you have to notice where people want. I'm not saying you have to allow yourself to be pigeonholed, but look at where people want to put you, because that helps you identify your brand. Your brand is how people see you, not how you see yourself. You can still be authentic. So there's two sides to that coin.
Do you suggest that most of the singers that I have my daughter, she's friends with a lot of Instagrammers who wants to be what do you call that? Who wants to be a singer? And what they do is somehow they have a YouTube channel, and they sing and they do cover. What do you call that? They
Covers.
Covers for some music.
Yeah.
Do you think that is a good idea for the young ones?
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Social media influencers are so big right now. So many people get discovered, quote unquote,
So
doing that. I mean, I'm not saying that's the way you're going to be discovered, but you never know.
You'll never know.
True,
So put yourself out there, do your own thing while you're waiting for Hollywood, do plan B while you're waiting for plan A, and keep putting yourself out there. So you don't have to wait on anybody to say yes to green light what you do.
It's so hard because people always have a struggle with like, okay, I'm not getting enough feedback, I'm not getting enough.
But do you have a YouTube channel already, or you have not started?
Kind of, no. Not exactly for music.
Yeah.
But it was just like something fun to do with my best friend in the past. But
Yeah.
for music, I haven't specifically done that because it's also hard to pick songs that people also want to listen to.
What do you want to listen to?
See? I
You
hope
always have to trust going back to what you want to put out there.
That's
What do you
true. I
feel
never
comfortable
even
doing?
realized that.
Yeah, see? Or for whoever is listening right now and watching, listen to Kim's advice. Because, and I know there's a lot out there. I have so many, my daughter, she has a lot of singer, like, who wants to be singer, who wants to be big out there, and they're doing videos left and right.
There are
And
no
they
rules.
spend like a lot of time, like hard work for these kids, and they've been there for like years. And that's why, I'm so glad to hear that you had your opportunity. You got your opportunity at age 50.
Yeah.
So
that's
I mean,
amazing.
don't give up, guys.
Never
This is
give
like
up.
never give up,
Never.
because you will, if you believe in yourself. I think you will, and you will get it somehow. And so I think it's right for you. I'm so glad that you're here,
Yeah,
so Kim
thank
can
you.
advise you. Find the genre that you really love.
I even went on to The Voice at 50 asking, what do I do with myself?
Yeah.
I don't know where I should be placed. Where do you, because obviously, this is what I'm thinking in my little brain. Obviously, if I knew it all, I would be there by
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah.
And what I realized that over the course of the season, through the finals, who I am authentically, tell me something good.
Yeah.
That sassy girl that everybody
Yeah.
sees that I don't see, that's the one that I really should have stuck with and
Yes.
knew this is the girl.
Mm-hmm.
This is the girl that everybody wants to hear and see and listen to, because she's the most authentic one that trusts who she is. You got to trust who you are.
Wow.
Wow, I know.
That's
wow.
amazing, right?
It's crazy because sometimes like I'll lose confidence in thinking, okay, I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. I'm just stuck right here in the same
No.
spot.
You're planting seeds. Those
Yeah.
seeds are good. Trust me. Don't get tired of planting
Yeah.
seeds, because one day, if you plant them all in good soil, they're just going to go whoosh,
Ah, that's so
Yeah.
nice.
truthfully.
And you're still young.
Yeah,
You're
I
very
I know. I
young.
don't
Yeah.
know, because I see all these people, like some people are my age that are already making it, like a lot of money, they're pursuing their dreams and stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, it's like I'm at a weird age, I feel like, but I feel like that's just all in my head.
Max,
Well,
weren't
yeah.
we talking about this last night? Right? A lot of competitions. Sorry to.
No.
There's a lot of competitions out there with all these young ones. A lot of your age,
Yeah.
and even my kids, they're like, "Oh, he's already 20. He's only 20, and he just bought a Ferrari. He just, bought a house, and I'm already 30, and I'm still, like simple and common, and have not, achieved anything." Do not ever compare yourself to other people, because you'll never know what's happening, what they've been through, or what's
Yes.
happening in
Yeah.
years after, after this.
Like my
Don't
mother.
don't let that this is all about social media because they see it, right? These kids see
Yeah.
it. Don't let that affect you. and put you down just because you see them all successful and making so much money. No, focus on yourself. Focus on your dream, and look at her. She's a good example. That's why I'm so happy she's here, and people are listening and watching to this show right now. Thank you so much. And she doesn't just sing. You are an actress. You dance. You are a producer and a violinist.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow.
That's a lot of talent. And when did you discover all of this? What age? Because maybe I can still do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I teach violin lessons, and I have students from the age of 3 to 67.
3.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll still learn.
Yes,
I know, me too.
absolutely. It's never too late.
How do you find time to like do all of these things?
Well, I started violin. I think I started violin in another life, because the first time I picked it up, I could play, and I don't know where that comes from, other than I had to have played before. How do you know the knowledge, like how to instinctively hold the instrument? But I started that when I was 4, and I got my first violin when I was 7. I know there was a 3-year gap there, but from the time I was 4, I absolutely knew that I wanted to play the violin and that I could play. Don't ask me where that came from. So that was young. That was in my younger days. There's a set of people I grew up with that know me. Kim Yarbrough, the violinist?
Yeah.
What's she doing on The Voice? And then there's certain people that know me now that didn't know me back then and go, "Do you play the violin? I thought you just sang."
Yeah.
So there's like 2 lives going on. But I knew from a long time ago that I wanted to do that. So that was earlier.
That was early. But how did you know you have a thing for acting? How? Because at first you said you were just just the singing, and now she's acting.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Branching out.
I didn't know that I had a gift for acting.
How?
I didn't. I just knew that I wanted to do it because I saw Lucille Ball on television and Carol Burnett on television, and I knew that I wanted to do that. So, I mean, who moves out to LA at 39? I'm going to be an actress. Me.
So what made you pursue this? Who pushed you, to being, okay, maybe you should do acting? Or just yourself?
No one, just me. I told you I was driven.
So what was it after you joined The Voice or before you joined The Voice?
Oh, no. I really started acting at age 8 in little plays and stuff at school. I did my first professional stage play at 16.
Yeah.
And then I got my first speaking role on television like 10 years ago.
What? Oh my gosh. Wait, I wanna listen to Kim's music. Can we play a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Born Under a Bad Sign? Oh,
Which one? Is
pathos of
it
the
this
world.
one?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the album, Champagne
I
and
want to
Grits.
listen just for a while. Can we all listen to her song, please?
Born Under a Bad Sign. This is such a difficult time in my life.
Do you write your own songs?
Yes, but this one is a cover.
This one's a cover. Okay. This is very sexy.
Born under a bad sign. I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. Let me tell you, bad luck and trouble, my only friend. I've been down ever since I was 10.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. That's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that is so sexy. Yeah. I was just, before we started, I was like, oh my God, I bet your voice is so high. Because it's so, hello.
Are we going to hear any of your stuff
Yeah.
today?
Can you like sing a little bit? Just
Yes.
sing. Yeah. Of your
What song should I
favorite.
sing? My favorite? All right. How about I'll do Alicia Keys since she's also an Aquarius.
Okay.
Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby.
Wow.
And you made that your own.
Yeah. What do you think of her voice now?
I think it's beautiful.
After listening to it, do you
Yeah.
think there's out there, or should she like open her mouth more?
Well,
I was
I
just
think
talking to her about that a while ago, by the way, because I'm like, when you sing, you have to be,
I think she doesn't want to blow the speakers in the studio. I think she's got potential for much more. But the control that she has at that very soft level is still amazing. I can tell that she's got a lot of vocal control.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
because she can still have a presence even when it's soft.
Yeah, you should do this. Do something.
Oh, yeah,
do you have to have do you have to have an agent? Do you have to find an agent or a manager? How do you get to the producers? How can they, find you? Tweet them? Someone told me, because I'm good friends with one of the Backstreet Boys, Kevin Richardson, and he's saying that music industry is actually harder than acting.
It really is.
It's very hard.
It really is. I have yet to figure out, and I make a living as an actor.
Yeah.
But I have yet to figure out how to make a living as a singer. You have to go outside of Los Angeles and outside of the country to make yourself available to the world in order to get recognized here at home. You really do.
Oh, so just like the Backstreet Boys, they were recognized in Europe first.
Yeah.
Before they were recognized here.
Yeah. I would say just put yourself out there, sing as much as you possibly can. Doesn't matter where it is. I mean, I wouldn't take opportunities that aren't propelling you forward. But yeah, get out there and sing as much as you possibly can. Ed Sheeran, before he was Ed Sheeran, was challenged, I think, by his manager. Maybe I'm wrong, but he was challenged to do 200 shows in a year.
Wow.
And he did over 300 that year, and it boosted him to the level where he could get to the level he is now.
So what do you mean do a show? Do you just do a show or find the venue? So find your own venue. So like the coffee shops and stuff. We have that here.
Yeah, we have so many.
We have so many of them. And I was like, I listened to them. So you meaning go all around the world and just try and find without getting paid. Is that what it is?
It's funny. If you put yourself out there, when I was your age and I was putting myself out there, I had a goal to go to some live music night at some bar, at some restaurant, some club, one night every week, and just go sit in. And then people who are already playing, they're there playing. Hey, can I sing? Or you don't ask them. You just go up there and take the mic, and you start singing background to whatever they're playing, and then they go, "Oh, she sounds great. Hey, can you do a blah blah blah?" Sure. And then people from the audience, if you do a great job, they will start offering you opportunities. Hey, can you sing it? Blah blah blah. Oh, I love your voice. You're just putting yourself out there.
Maybe you should do it. Maybe you should challenge yourself and have 400 shows in a year.
I have a great open mic night you should attend.
Oh, I would love to.
That's good. Wow.
Tuesday nights.
Kim.
Yeah.
Oh, see, she's
get you
so
started.
Nice. So, what advice would you give a parent whose child expressed interest in entering entertainment in the same way nowadays?
Don't stop them. Don't stunt them.
Okay.
Let them do, because if you try and stunt them or push them in a direction away from where they are naturally gravitating, you don't know the harm you can cause.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Do you have to write your own songs to be able to be different from other singers out there?
I think it helps, but I don't think it's necessary.
Songs? Yeah.
If you're so if you're so confident in your ability to be noticed for your uniqueness, like Lady Gaga, she had confidence in her ability to be different. She did write her own songs as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it helps, but it's not required, I don't think.
Okay. Huh.
When you write your music, is it inspired by something that has happened in your life or always? Okay, same with me. So I'm always wondering if I'm on the right path or what, because usually I hit a roadblock when there's nothing significant happening.
Yep. And that's when you call on previous experiences.
Oh.
I teach vocal students as well, and when I'm teaching them how to interpret or sell a song, I teach them how to tap in to those lyrics and relate them to something that has happened in their life.
Oh.
Because it's funny, one of my students, I had him in a voice lesson last week, and I said, "What were you thinking about when you were singing the song this time?" He said, "I was thinking about my friend being in this situation." I said, "That's why it didn't register. Because you were thinking about your friend going through it. Think about you going through those same lyrics that are coming out of your mouth, and it's going to come out 1,000% differently." So, I always write from a concept and then write around it, because then the story is all there.
Yeah.
I have a question, and this is, I mean, I think our listeners would be glad that I asked this question. Do you need an instrument, or to be good at any instrument, to be a good singer, to be a different singer? I mean to be, just to be a good singer. Like, how, like, Alicia Keys, like, oh my gosh, her insane talent in, playing 2 different pianos at the same time, and others, like Ed Sheeran plays a guitar. Do you have to be good at any instrument at all to be noticed? Or, like, what's her name? Who's this country girl? I forgot her name. She's blonde. She's good with guitars. She's very popular. I forgot her name. Yeah, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah. She's good with guitars. She sings with guitars all the time. Do you need that?
I don't think Mary J. Blige plays an instrument.
Good. All right. Yeah.
It's, like I said before, it helps, but it's not required. Learning piano, even if you just take basic piano lessons, enhances or can enhance who you are as a singer. Because when you get in a situation where you're in a room with a bunch of musicians and they read and you don't, you're going to feel really insecure. It'd be better if you know a little bit about at least basic piano chords and know your way around a piano keyboard, at least, so that you can talk, you can communicate with people in any situation.
So do you advise to get a good coach as well, like a voice coach?
Oh yeah, always.
That's very important, and never stop, right? Like, even if you're already, you think you're good, do you still need to get a voice coach?
Yes.
Yes,
and
right.
you will know. You will know when it's time to let go of that coach. You'll know. Yeah.
Oh,
because you'll feel so confident in your performances that you won't have to go to your lesson the next week and go, okay, how did I do? Did I do okay? You will know, okay, I got this.
Wow.
You'll know.
So you will know if you need to
You'll
stop.
know.
But don't, because teacher Tinea is so nice.
I know, I love her.
And you've been with her for a long time as well, right?
Yeah, I took lessons a long time too.
Yeah.
And then at some point I knew, okay, I can fly by myself now.
Yeah. And I think when you're younger, when you're still very young, I think you should still, because sometimes does your vocal cord still like changes at age 20, 21?
Oh, yes.
It does, right? Okay. So maybe, stay with her and see where you.
For sure.
I wanna contact you after maybe a few months, and Q and I will be like,
be
hey,
great.
what is happening?
That would
So
be great.
so don't forget, social media is a big plus, right?
huge.
It's huge. So if you can, just a little bit of, just show your voice. Like how the booty workout people, when they show a little bit of the booty workout, and then all of a sudden they get so many followers. So maybe show a glimpse of your voice for maybe like a minute or so. And then just start from there. And
do
then
what you want to do.
Yeah.
Don't wait for somebody to tell you this is good. Do what's deep in your heart to do first.
Thank you.
I want to promote your CD. Where can they get this, and where can they reach you? And if they need vocal coach, She is amazing with violin and vocal coach as well.
You know, it's exclusively available on my website.
Oh, okay.
I decided I wasn't going to do the digital distribution anymore.
Yes.
It's available at www.kimyarbrough.com. And you can Google me. You can follow me on social media. I'm really easy to find on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn. I'm on all of them. And it's under Kim Yarbrough.
Yeah, it's very easy. Kim Yarbrough. Yarbrough.
Yarbrough. You got it.
Thank you so much. And how about you?
Oh,
do you
my
need
goodness.
any? Do you want to ask her your last question before we end the show?
Actually, I just want to thank you. Like, thank you so much.
Oh, I think you
Everything-
inspired her.
Yeah,
That's
everything
so
you've
nice.
said really stuck deep into my head. You really have a way of speaking to your speaking voice. It's insane compared. And then it's like your singing voice. It's like, oh my gosh.
Thank
You're just
you.
really inspiring.
I'm really excited to see what's going to happen for you in your future. I really am.
Oh, I hope so. We're gonna have to follow up with her. Tip of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Since just ladies, not gentlemen. Oh, my advice. Kim is an incredible example of what hard work and talent can do. I encourage you, all of you, to let her be one of your role models as you pursue your own creative projects in music, or find something that can inspire you and make you pursue whatever talent that you have or love. Tip of the day. My tip of the day usually is like makeup and stuff, or whatever advice that I have. But since we are talking about music, one song tip for everyone that I love, that I just heard a couple of days, and she's Filipino. She's half Filipino and African American. Her, H-E-R.
Her, is she Filipino?
She is
I had no
Filipino. Yeah, I just found out, and her real name is Gabriella Gabby Wilson. It's a Filipino name, and she just won Best R&B of the Grammys.
Well
And
deserved.
Yeah,
Well deserved.
I would love to hear her story, but I just heard that she's Filipino, so I'm very, very. Where are you gonna be next?
I am actually performing tomorrow at something
Oh.
called 400 Uhuru Rising. This will be this February is the 400th anniversary of African Americans being brought to this country, to the Commonwealth of Virginia for the very first time.
Wow.
And a dignitary from Africa, the African Union ambassador to the
Okay.
United States, is coming over.
Where is this?
It's going to be at the Saban Theater in Beverly Hills tomorrow night at 7.
Oh my gosh. Okay, tomorrow night at 7. If you're not doing anything, this is a big celebration. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Kim. And I think you just inspired
You were
Kyla.
so welcome.
And I hope
Thank
she
you,
inspired
Kyla.
you, women, all of you. Thank you, Kyla, for coming. And then give love to the next person you see after watching the show. Give love to everyone.
Give love.
Bye, Polished Women.
Bye.
Oh my God, this is so. Oh my God.
Awesome.
That's so nice. Don't lose hope.
You're listening to Polished Woman, only on LA Talk Radio.